Welcome back to the Gear4music Drum channel. I'm Laurie, and today I'm joined for the 50th anniversary of Tama, Ian from Headstock.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for coming.
Good, no worries.
We're going to be looking at some kits, some pedals, and some snares. So without further ado, let's start at the bottom. Let's talk about these new Iron Cobras. Anything catch your eye about those?
Yeah, well, let's get them out. You get that one out.
Yeah, man.
So, the HP 900, synonymous pedal anyway with power and just excellent build quality. They're just fantastic pedals. I think the biggest thing about these is fairly obvious. They don't come in your standard black anymore. They are, for this 50th anniversary, we've got them in psychedelic rainbow and coral swirl. And they just look great. They're hydro dipped. They come with all the standard stuff like the hammer and the Cobra coil. Come in power glide, singles, doubles. They've done a lot, and it's just a thing of beauty, isn't it?
They're incredible. I particularly like the coral myself. I feel like I'm in the 70s or, another era of time. They're really far out, man. Particularly, I mean, look at the rainbow. Yeah,
it looks great. It looks great. I mean, the thing about the Iron Cobra is it's been around for so long now. It's a staple of the music, the drumming industry. Do you know what I mean? I've still got my first Iron Cobra, which I've probably had for, it must be at least 20 years. And as long as you service it well, it will last you your entire career. They're just absolutely incredible. And these two colours are just great, absolutely great.
I mean, I'm blown away by that. I've had my Speed Cobra for a long time, and that is the one a few ranges beneath that, and I thought, yeah, that's still going strong. Yeah, even with this finish on, I think this is going to last you a long time.
Yeah, so one of the things I'll probably point out is that many people watching this will probably be thinking, oh yeah, but that's going to kind of peel off and all that sort of thing. This has been brutally tested by the guys in Japan, and what they did was, really, they kept all this finish off of the bits where your foot is normally playing. So the chances are, the heel and toe plate, all the logos and all the shiny bits are all raised anyway. So you're not really going to rub anything off. And the fact that it's hydro dipped, I mean, it's really well lacquered as well. And I don't think you should ever be worried about getting these pedals because they just look phenomenal. Yeah. Especially behind the Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, well, you'd think, why would you spend money on a pedal when we don't see it? We're behind the drums, but I
feel like we should leave these here.
I feel like they've earned a spot. Yeah.
It's great for
I mean, we can air drum here. We can just practice. Pedal to them.
Keep the left foot going.
But yeah, I'm really impressed with the finishes of that. They're trippy, they're far out, they're cool, they're arty.
Do you know what, mate? It's just something different.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's face it, most pedals are either black or kind of chrome or silver, whatever. And it's just nice to have something a little bit different out there. And Tama are good at doing that. Like we had gold pedals a year or so ago, 2 years ago.
I remember that, yeah.
And they had the blackout black one, which was just matte black finish. And this is just kind of an extension of that, really. And they just look mint. And especially behind the Mirage Kit, which I think we should probably give a bit of attention to.
Let's talk about this kit, yeah. So the Mirage Kit here, as you can see, well, it's an acrylic kit.
Yeah, seamless acrylic
Seamless.
Shells.
Yeah. And talk a bit about the hardware, if you would, because it's really striking to look at.
We're okay to get this off here. Let's just get this off. So, I mean, this is a Star Classic kit. So you've got the die-cast hoops, Star-cast mounts. It's an incredible bit of kit. These come in, obviously, acrylic with the black nickel hardware as well. It's basically an acrylic Star Classic.
Yeah.
Well, it's not basically, it's literally.
It's a Star Classic, which is another iconic
all
kit.
All the features that you would get on the Star Classic, you get on this Mirage kit. Obviously, they did the original Mirage kit a long time ago, and then we did the reissue of the Silver Star Mirage kit. And, everyone went crazy for that. So I think this is kind of that next step up. Introducing an acrylic shell into the Star Classic range is just great. And they sound unbelievable.
They did. We heard them earlier.
Yeah, we've been doing some filming with Steve and Asamoah Dua from the composers up here. And he
put it through hell, man. He hits hard.
He really does. He really does. And it sounded incredible. And I think your sound guy actually said that it was one of the best kits he had recorded. So yeah, it's just beautiful. Very, very focused sound. Still very attacky. Not too much overtone. It's just one of those acrylic kits that sounds great. And you know, obviously other people out there on the market do acrylic shells, but they're not all seamless. And you know, some manufacturers do seamless shells, but this is, in my opinion, one of the best.
Absolutely spot on there. I mean, with the Mirage, can you tell us a bit about the specs? So I believe you've got a 10, a 12, a 16 and a 22, is that just
10, 12, 14, 16, 22. Right. Yeah. I think this, if memory serves, the tom on the floor tom 5.5 mil thick and the kick drum is 6.5. So yeah, they're just absolutely incredible, and they just look decent. I mean,
it looks really good. I really love that hardware. I've said that 10 times, but I'll say it 10 more times. But yeah, I mean, the Star Classic is a kit I would love to own, but the fact that you can get it in acrylic is pretty cool.
Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, and the Star Classic name alone, do you know what I mean? You say to anyone, Star Classic, and they know immediately what you're talking about. It's that the build quality is exceptional. You know, it's just, again, it's like the HP 900s. The Star Classic has become synonymous with excellence.
Yeah.
You know, and they've done it again with an acrylic kit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wicked. So we've done the Mirage, we've added it to our pile here. What's next?
Well, yeah, we've got some lovely stuff still up here, but let's go into the Rosewood now. This is not a concert tom upside down. We left the head off specifically for something that I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, this is the Tama Superstar kit. It's actually a reissue of the original Superstar kit, and it's almost identical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. A friend of mine has actually got one of the original Superstars. I've had this kit for a while, so you know, we've had a lot of opportunity to sort of A and B them, and they're very, very accurate. I mean, if you wanted, people love vintage drums these days, but this is a new vintage drum. In that, obviously, it's coming out in 2024, but it's the build quality and everything, the nut boxes, the lugs, everything is so accurate to the original. It's unbelievable. And the good thing about it is, this is a thing I really love, is the inside is coloured the same as the outside.
Yeah.
Obviously, without the extreme lacquer on it. But yeah, it just looks incredible. It's a 6-ply all birch shell. And anyone who knows anything knows that birch was an amazing sounding wood anyway. Very, very warm sounding, really, really attacky. It's just an amazing bit of kit. I love it. I love this kit. Sounds great. We recorded it yesterday with Steve.
The kick in particular sounded incredible.
I mean, I think they're 22 by 14, I think it was. And yeah, the focus on that thing and the warmth, the power is just.
I noticed on the kick drum there's quite a cool feature there.
Yeah, incredible. So what we've got on the kick drum is the old school vintage sort of tension rods. You wind them up rather than have a key to do them up. And I just think they're incredible. I've always liked them aesthetically on a kick drum anyway. I know there are a couple of manufacturers that kind of still do them, but this just looks incredible. And yeah, it's a huge feature of keeping that vintage look of this reissue. So yeah, love it. So yeah, it's available in 4 finishes. You've got aquamarine, super maple, super mahogany, and cherry wine. And all of them are great. I mean, the aquamarine especially is, I mean, that's a very vintage.
I was hoping you'd bring that one.
Sort of colour anyway. Yeah, well, you know, me too.
I'll have to buy one. I'll have to buy one.
But yeah, they're great. So all the finishes are great. The drums are great. So yeah.
Yeah, the Superstar's been played by so many drummers. Like throughout history. I mean, a lot of my favourite drummers have played it, and to have it back on the market is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be good for 2024 for sure.
moving on, if you'd like to move on, sir.
I mean, yeah, where should we go to?
I mean, let's go to snare country. We've got 5 beautiful snares here. Where do we begin? I know what we're gonna end with because we've planned it out, but also it's quite exciting.
There really is only one snare.
Yeah, there is.
But we won't. We'll
get to that.
Hold on. Okay, well, let's go for the Mirage then. So
yeah,
I mean, obviously we've talked quite a lot about the Mirage kit anyway. Star Classic hardware, black nickel. Yeah, it's just a thing of beauty. In actual fact, you always think with an acrylic snare that it's gonna be very overtony, you know, because of the obviously the nature of the beast that you're working with. But it's an incredible drum, absolutely incredible. It doesn't sound. It's not very ringy. It's like I said before. It's very focused.
Very compressed.
Very compressed. It just sounds incredible, absolutely incredible.
And what head does it come with?
It comes with a G1.
Yeah.
Coated. Yeah. I think it's a hazy 300 on the bottom, or a 300 on the bottom.
And the strainer is
the strainer.
It's the nickel, is it?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like I can tell what metal
I don't actually know.
Yeah, but I really like the Tama throw-offs.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Tama throw-offs. I can change that as well. Yeah, it's just incredible. Yeah. Great little drum.
Go well with our psychedelic pedals, as we've mentioned earlier. But,
it's probably worth also mentioning that the Mirage kit, the one for this year, the Star Classic Mirage, it doesn't come with a snare.
Right, shell pack.
So it's a shell pack, 10, 12, 14, 16, 22, and the snare is a sort of added extra, you know, to buy. So yeah, there it is.
Yeah, really like that. I mean, one cool thing about acrylic kits is I guess they're weatherproof because they're not going to warp in the heat and they're not going to be effective if it's super cold.
No, I mean, I wouldn't want to go dousing them in water or like anything like that, but you know.
Fill it full of goldfish like Keith made.
Yeah. Put some goldfish in it. Don't put goldfish in there.
Don't do that. Put lights in there. Put pedals next to it, but do not put any animals.
Fine,
any mammals, any
no animals.
Yeah. Wicked. So let's move on to the Mastercraft Rosewood snare.
Yeah, very nice bit of kit. Very nice. With all the 50th anniversary snares, they've obviously got. It's all based on the originals, right? So they've gone to the old school.
Man.
Which is incredible.
I love that.
I mean, the craftsmanship in this is unbelievable.
Look at the lugs.
Yeah. To think how accurate they've got it to the original releases is just great.
And they've got the modern sort of, you know, the rims and the hoops.
Yeah. You know, I love all this. It's just it looks so vintage. But what they've done is, with all the 50th ones, they've put on the old school dampener.
Yeah.
The internal dampener, and this thing is a game changer. It really. Do you know what? I actually don't know why anyone stopped doing this, because it takes away the need for moon gels and stuff like that, and you can adjust it so it's only just on there, so it's not hard on there, but you can put it right on, and it just takes all the overtone off and makes it real dry. I mean, Rosewood is obviously quite a sort of dry, sort of dark sounding wood anyway, but if you put the dampener on as well, it's incredible, absolutely incredible, and the crack behind it is insane. It's brilliant. Yeah. Lovely drum.
I mean, that's going to be so useful live because you can adjust the sound of your snare to the venue. If you're in a small venue, you could maybe turn that off and let it ring out a bit. But if it's like a big baggy venue, like, man, I need that muffler on. And also in the studio, like, you know, just having that just there, like, what does this sound like if it's under the microscope? We've got that control.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's really cool.
I don't know too much about, obviously, sound engineering and stuff like that, but I would imagine having that ability, you know, if the engineer just wants a little bit of a drier sound, to be able to do that straight away without having to put loads of moon gels on it.
Yeah.
I think, it's just incredible. And it looks beautiful. I mean, I've put fingerprints all over it. But yeah, it's a beautiful looking drum.
It's been absolutely hammered by Stephen and it's still looking absolutely Fresh as a daisy. So what head does that come with? That's the...
that comes with the Ambassador, a Rima Ambassador. On the bottom, yeah, it's also an Ambassador single ply on the bottom. Yeah, incredible bit of kit.
And yeah, so that's the Rosewood, as you've mentioned. Very good for pop, I would say. Maybe sort of low end backbeat, maybe quite funky. Sort of sound very warm.
Yeah, all those applications would work for sure.
Moving swiftly on, we've moved swiftly on, and here we are with the next snare drum. This is the Artwood.
Yep.
Really like the inlay in that. Please tell us about this.
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, like I said with the other snare, the throw off is the same. Still got the dampener. All the hardware is very vintage and based on the original release, and it's just an incredible snare. Slightly more punchy than the Rosewood. You know, this one sounds real good, really cranked. You know, it's very, very snappy, very aggressive sounding drum, and super powerful. And it's just, again, it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, look at the inlay. The inlay is great. The lugs look amazing. Die-cast hoops. That beautiful throw off. Yeah, again with an Ambassador on the top and bottom. Yeah, a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. Yeah, the inlay. I mean, we're gonna get asked this by the people online. Does that have any effect on the sound quality, or
no?
Is it just aesthetic?
It's just aesthetic. Yeah. And to be fair, it looks amazing.
It does look mint. It looks absolutely banging. Amazing. It's gonna look fantastic with a range of kits. So, what sort of music would you probably recommend for that? I mean, obviously, you can do anything.
Yeah. Again, you know, it's quite a sort of poppy, funky sort of sounding. Anything that, I mean, you know, I said about it. It sounds great in high tuning. Sounds great in low tuning as well. So, you know, this is so versatile. This snare, it's incredible. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that. I mean, you'll love it too when you listen to it. moving on. What is this steel bad boy?
Well, exactly that. A steel bad boy.
It's a steel bad boy.
Yeah, now, I've been looking forward to talking about this one. This is an incredible drum. Absolutely incredible. A lot of people will recognise this because it looks, like they all do, look very, very similar to the original. This, in my opinion, is the most like the original. It's an absolutely beautiful steel drum that would suit anything, I think. You know, metal drums and wood drums are always, I think, pigeonholed into a certain type of music, a certain genre. But this as a metal drum is, you could do anything with this. It's absolutely incredible. Again, same throw off, same sort of build on the hoops and the tension rods and the nut boxes and all that sort of thing. But it's just incredible, incredible. And with the dampener on as well on this drum, steel drums are very lively. Do you know what I mean? They're very, very attacky and they, you know, very, very punchy and very loud. But that dampener really does work to sort of tame it a little bit and make it just a super versatile snare. It's just unbelievable. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it sounds incredible as well. So a little bit more about the specs. The stock head that it comes with, sorry, the head that it comes with is
it's Ambassador again.
Yeah, Ambassador
coated,
cool.
Ambassador bomb.
And the strainer
a 15-inch snappy.
Yeah.
But this is full length, this one, so it goes right to the end of each side. So it's a full diameter.
What's the advantage of that? So it's more sensitive.
Yeah, it's slightly more sensitive. You get slightly more of that snarey sort of sound. But yeah, it's beautiful.
So what thickness is it?
So this is a 1.2mm steel shell. But yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, it sounds incredible. And, you know, I just think it looks fantastic. I mean, snares are always one of those things you want to have a bit of a decent looking snare.
Yeah, it needs to look good.
The kit it's all about the kit, but you want a decent looking snare and this just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you sort of had a bit of rust on it, it would be like an original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so good. So yeah, I love it. Absolutely love
powerhouse.
it. 1.2mm steel shell. Away we go.
Absolutely, big fan of that. As you were saying, I mean, you could use that in jazz, you could use that in metal.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So many different drummers have used that snare.
Yeah,
and I'm really
pop culture would work well with that. You know, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, really good to have that one back. So, well, just to recap before we go on to our last snare, which is the one we're looking for, we've got 4 pedals in 2 different finishes. We've got a reissue kit in 4 finishes. We've got the acrylic kit. We have 5 snare drums here. One is a snare drum from the Mirage, then we have these 4. There are also some accessories available, including a drum rug, some cymbal mates, and what is the other one? Some oak drumsticks as well. Yeah, this is all 50th anniversary line for 2024.
Yep.
Paying homage to Tama, the greatest drum company in the world. We're going to go straight to it, the one we've been looking forward to, the Terminator. And I'm just going to use both my guns to use this.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's no passing it over because it's too heavy.
Legit, I mean, I'm obviously not that hench, but this is well heavy.
Do you know what? It's funny because the drum tech we brought up here with us this weekend, Andy Clements, who works for Matt Nichols from Bring Me the Horizon.
Andy, what a guy.
He said, when we were loading in, he said, you know which bag you've picked up that's got the bell brass in it.
Yeah.
It's a very, very heavy drum. I mean, anyone who knows anything about snare drums or drumming or anything to do with Metallica will know
you said it.
The bell brass snare. Obviously, the bell brass snare is the one featured on the Black Album for Metallica. Dave Grohl used it on Nevermind. It was like the go-to snare of the 80s.
It was the 80s powerhouse sound, wasn't it?
And the funny thing is that we've done a reissue of the bell brass before. That, like, do you remember the shiny one?
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
And people went mad for it then. And since then, we've had a lot of people asking, "Oh, where are you going to bring the bell brass back? Bell brass back?" And they did it. And this is actually going to be a catalogue model.
Yeah.
So this isn't necessarily, although it's coming out for the 50th anniversary this year of Tama drums, it's actually a catalogue model, so you'll be able to get that whenever.
Yeah.
And
So
I very much hope so. I very much hope it's here to stay.
Yeah.
Because it's you ask any studio engineer about the bell brass, it's just the go-to snare.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The Terminator is back, everyone.
It is.
Yeah,
it is
back in the catalogue forever.
He did say, "I'll be back."
I'll be back.
Well, it is. So.
Arnie in snare drum form is here.
I mean, what do you say? Do you know what do you say?
Do some lifting.
Oh, me back.
Me back.
Yeah, it's just incredible. Again, same as the other 50th anniversary snares. Same throw off, same die cast tubes, same lugs, ambassador coated batter head, and an ambassador single ply head on the bottom. So just to get into it a little bit about the spec, it's 3mm cast bell brass. Which I think is the reason why it's so heavy. I mean, there is a lot of people doing, obviously, bell brass snares these days, but none that are so synonymous with the music industry and recording in studios. And I mean, the bell brass really made its name very early 80s, and yeah, and it is what it is. So yeah, beautiful. Go and buy one.
Ian, it's been beautiful. Thank you.
More than welcome, man. More than welcome.
Thank you for coming to Yorkshire.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I like it up north.
Yeah, you like it up north, do you? You like the rain?
Got a lot of friends at Gear4music.
You got friends, yeah. Well, it's been 2 days of absolute anarchy, and it's been brilliant to have you. So
Anarchy?
Anarchy. Well, have you seen some of his chops, man, Steve?
It's been a bloody good laugh.
Anarchy. It's been a great time. We've all had a lovely time.
Yeah.
So it's time to wrap it up, I'd say. Yeah, really excited about the snares, the kits, and the pedals. They're all going to be available on the Gear4music website for this year. I'm Laurie at Gear4music. This has been Ian from Tama. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.